I want to take up that suggestion because what I'm looking, what we're looking to do is provide solutions, essentially. This bill has seen plenty of criticism, as rightly it should, and it's a good thing that there is some vibrant criticism of the bill in the House. It means that it's not just going to see a smooth passage. If it's going to come out, it would have been thought through before it finally comes out to the Nigerian people. You have proposed something just now. You say perhaps the federal government should buy up all the cattle. What then do they do with it today?
Well, where does the federal government keep those cattle?
Well,
I'm saying that. What is the cost of the land?
I'm just asking you.
No. We are putting options together, madam. We are saying that there's a cost to land. There's a cost to land. If you are taking over land, what is the cost of this land, and what is the market price for this cattle? Which one is cheaper? I'm also putting it to you that it is this Fulani cattle that you are talking about. They need to go to school. They need to be integrated into the society, like each one of us. That way of life, that moving from one place to another, it has been demonstrated all through history that almost all societies pass through that and advance to a stage where things are done in a way that the people who are doing the production, keeping the cattle, benefit from keeping the cattle. That is the point I'm making. And if you are going to do that, you cannot therefore come and create more conflicts, because coming to expropriate land that is scarce is going to generate more tension. Let me tell you also that we are talking about desertification, the desert moving, that is the destruction of our ecosystem and so forth by the movement of the Sahara down towards the coastal area. We are having challenges with overgrazing. What is overgrazing? Eating and destroying of grasses and vegetation and so forth. Isn't it better for the cattlemen and the rest of them, for the owners of those cattle, those of us who own 100 cattle, 200 cattle, 1,000 cattle, and we are living in town, get a land, put the cattle there, grow the grass, and give them there, so the cows grow big and they give economic value, and you can even get milk from the cows. Which one is better? Which one is cheaper? These are questions that you should ask. But there are also other issues, apart from the issue of desertification. There are also other issues to consider about that, about the activity that we want to, that some people want us to embark on. Because if you just go ahead, you need to do an impact assessment. I was in Senegal some years ago. The Sahara is right into the Atlantic Ocean, and we are having a massive deforestation of Nigeria, the type that we've not had before. And so if we allow all these activities to take place unchecked, unrestrained, the economic value that we think we are going to generate, we are not going to generate it.
You work closely with the army. That you're the chairman committee on the army. Have you been discussing some of this with them? Because it is really worrisome. People get killed, and till date we still can't put our finger on who's carrying out all these killings. Homes are burnt, villages sacked. Do you think it's something that we should bring before the Nigerian army?
Well, as you know, the Nigerian army is in operations in over 30-something states of the country, performing some roles that ordinarily the police should be performing because of the challenges that we have. Currently we have the operation Lafia Adole in Borno. We have about 1 soldier to 5 kilometers. That is ratio to keep peace. 1 soldier to 5 kilometers, and it's quite overstretched. You would think. And so what I think is the solution. This is a solution that, this is a challenge that we need to sit down as community to talk about. There are so many emotions. When you hear the senators speaking, those who are saying they must create grazing reserves, actually are saying don't create grazing like Senator Polka. That's what he was saying. People don't understand. You know, people don't want to sit down and study. If we sit down and study the situation, the Fulanis have challenges. The Fulani the poor in the Fulani, they have challenges. They need solutions. Many of them are settling down in many places because they don't have cattle. They want to be integrated into our national life. That is a challenge. And many of them are being kept in the bush by us who own the cattle and are keeping them there.
Many of them, but not all of them.
Yeah, I did say a large number of them want to be integrated.
What do we do to the rest of them? That's the question.
The rest of them, do they want to remain in the bush? Do they want their children to keep roaming about without having cattle? How do we stop them from roaming? I don't think
how do we stop
they
them
want to be integrated into the national life.
How do we integrate them?
They can integrate them, one, by allowing them to freely continue. Integration is not forced. You cannot force somebody. We have Fulani. My brother that came with me here is married to a Fulani woman. He came and settled in our place. Nobody forced them. They did not force themselves on people. We now bring the state to force people to do things. You are going to have resistance. That is not needful.
Let me bring this part before we wrap up, because you say that the army is overstretched. But you also give us that historical perspective that 2 years ago, many of those who were caught in Wukari confessed that they were Boko Haram.
Yes.
And then we've seen the abduction of Chief Olufale, how he described the method, how organized that they were. We've seen reports that this man wielded AK-47, the method of killing. The army should be interested if really this points to Boko Haram.
The army has been interested. That's the point. Including, what I'm saying is that even the Jos one, the one that happened in Jos Doganahawa, the military were involved. They were the ones keeping peace at that time in Jos. The military, the army in particular, has been involved. It's in 30-something states, keeping peace, performing roles. Yeah, but you cannot take them out of everything that they are doing to come and be pursuing one line, because the crisis, they are in so many places. They are taking place in so many places. That is one. And I think we should not forget the fact that this coming to solve a problem by creating another problem leads us nowhere. And the point that we need to always remember is that we cannot, if you see what the military, the army, the GOC in Kaduna said some time ago, you have cattle rustlers that are also creating havoc in the northwest, Zamfara and the rest, killing people and the rest of them. Now, what guarantee do you have that the so-called headsmen are not the killers, are not the rustlers, most of whom are non-Nigerians, that are coming to create a problem, havoc in Nigeria?
All right, very interesting perspective. Honorable Rima Shawulu is the Chairman House Committee on the Army. Thank you for coming on this morning.
Thank you very much.